Okay, this is just the one meeting that there is no chair until we elect a chair. So I call the meeting to order, which I'm doing right now at 6:02. And before we do the elections, I actually just want to give you a little overview of your folders. There's just a little bit of explaining. On the left-hand side is a board member code of ethics that I think we'll go over afterwards. And then there's a paper-clipped packet. In the paperclip packet are the two motions for each of the agenda items that need to be made tonight. So they're in everybody's packet. Anybody can make those motions. And then the tally of the vote is on the second page in that packet. What the vote was for our articles. And then the next little section is the tax assessment documents that the motion is going to say, in the, whatever issued in form presented to the meeting, this is what is being presented, what is in your folder. But we won't read that entire thing, and you'll end up signing it later. But this is just the assessments for each of the town and everything. But the vote is as it's presented. And it wasn't in the packet, so this is what's being presented. So that's what that packet is when we get to those agenda items. I'm in the wrong districts, that's 9 and 10 in that district. It's 8 and 9 in the SAD. So, nominations are now in order for chair of the SAD School Board. No seconds are required for nominations.
I nominate Bree Gutierrez as chair of the SAD School Board.
Okay, so Bree has been nominated. Are there any further nominations? Hearing no further nominations, nominations are closed. And now there is a vote for chair. All those in favor of Bree becoming chair? That's everybody. So Bree is the winner. And Bree takes over the meeting from here.
Do you want to come over there? Would that make it easier?
And can come right over here with her nameplate, and you can stick it right in there.
But you have to take it out for the next
Yep,
meeting.
you have to take it out.
While
Slide
this
it.
transitioning here,
Yes?
you talked to, I'm guessing Colin, about the recording. How is this being broadcast on YouTube? It's
Not live, but it will just be posted.
Okay, but with like audio only, or?
No.
No, I think
Oh, there are
he's-
cameras going too.
Yep,
Okay,
yep, yep.
I'll pick one.
All right, agenda item number 3. Nominations are now in order for the vice chair of the Camden Rockport School Board.
I'd like to nominate Becky.
Any other nominations? All right, seeing none, take a vote. All those in favor? There we go. Nice to get to work with you again, Becky.
Okay.
Agenda item number 4, appointment of representatives to the 5-town CSD board.
So, okay, I'm thinking more on the 5-town, I'm doing something else. We know that Alicia has said that she would just as soon stay on only the SAD board. Which would mean that the 2 new members would go on to both boards. I was in touch with Sarah today. Were you on that email as well? I can't remember.
I don't recall.
Sarah had said that she will, if she wouldn't have minded getting her feet wet first, but she will do it. But I did think it was important to also just make sure the new people wanted to do that. And if multiple people only wanted to do one board, there need to be some kind of discussion about it.
I'm willing.
Okay, so then
So we'll do Sarah. Okay, do we need to formally vote or
We-
should we?
Clarify that.
we appoint those representatives. I don't think we have voted on
No,
this.
we
Yeah.
don't.
And just to clarify, it still would be an alternate?
You'd be an alternate.
Great, okay.
You'd be the alternate
Yeah.
for the SAD. Yep.
Perfect.
Okay.
Alicia.
Yep, everybody but Licia.
Agenda item number 5, adjustments to the agenda.
There are no adjustments tonight.
Public comment on items not on the agenda. Assume pressed doesn't have any. Minutes. Can I get a motion to approve the June 11th, 2025 regular board meeting minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
I actually move, can we amend? I think this was the one where my name was misspelled. Just under board's just,
Under the
Oh, that's
listing.
right.
Where is
can
it?
either just be fixed.
Under-
Under the minutes, board present.
Board present. It's
Yeah. And I think I saw it somewhere
Oh,
else.
yep, I see that.
Good catch, Rick.
Well, it's something my brain is broken enough to catch very quickly, so.
Any other changes? All those in favor of approving them as amended? Can I get a motion for the acceptance and computation and declaration of votes for the fiscal year 26 budget?
So moved.
Do we have to read that thing?
This is the one we need to read.
Number 8, yep.
Motion withdrawn.
Okay,
I don't have the paper in front of me.
Oh,
I move that the computation and declaration of votes dated June 25th, 2025, and attached here to be approved. I further move that the computation and declaration of votes be entered upon the record of the MSAD 28th School District. I further move that a certified copy of the computation and declaration of votes be sent to each of the municipal clerks of the member municipalities within the MSAD 28th School District.
second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? And a motion to approve and signing of the MSAD 28 tax assessment. Another one from the packet.
I can do it?
Yeah.
All right. I move to approve the warrant for assessment of tax and the assessment schedule and notice of installments for each member municipality prepared by the treasurer for fiscal year 2025-26, issued in form presented to this meeting, and that the treasurer be authorized and directed to deliver each member municipality its warrant for assessment of tax and its assessment schedule and notice of installments.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Perfect. Last item is committee signups. So I see we have some here.
Yep, some people had sent them, so Rick's is here. Sarah.
Oh, just SND, right, not CSD.
Yes, well, Linda's is and Rick had it on one sheet of paper.
I think we'll Marcus and I will coordinate.
But his were the exact same, so you guys can coordinate.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get
Marcus and I will have coffee one day and coordinate. Yeah.
And Maria, here are our three.
Perfect.
And Bree, did you get Sarah's? Because
Yes, Sarah's is in here.
Okay.
In the stack she emailed.
Super.
The list.
Yeah, anybody else who
Those and then,
hasn't filled it out? Yep.
I'm doing it now
And-
as we speak.
We need to sign a bunch of lines, and Cricket won't be signing because we have the old board members' names on the sheet,
oh yeah.
which is fine. We decided not to spend the time to update it because we just need a majority. So we'll just leave blank Taylor's and Sarah's names. But you all have a spot to sign. You'll see faintly your name in a spot, and there are a bunch of papers in there. Chris has got it all organized.
Marcia.
And I can show you where you need to.
All right.
So shall we adjourn?
6:11.
Move to
we are
adjourn.
adjourned.